A las 7 p.m. En punto.
Bueno. Bueno, mi amor. Vení, igual. Bueno, ya nos vemos, ¿ok? Bueno, pues ahí se los encargo mucho.
Tranquilo.
What's good, everyone? So today I'm right here at the movie theaters waiting to watch the movie The Sound of Freedom. I want to see what all the hype is about. I really want to get into the reality, the behind the scenes, what's going on with these kids, man, you know? Because me as a father, I didn't want to watch it, you know what I mean? But I'm going to have to, and I'm going to give you guys my reaction, man. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. I'll give you guys my reaction after the movie.
I want to thank you all for coming out and watching this movie. I'm guessing some of you are feeling sad, maybe overwhelmed, or even a sense of fear, which is understandable. But living in fear isn't how we solve this problem. It's living in hope. It's believing that we can make a difference because we can. But I want to make one thing clear. This movie you just watched isn't about me or Tim Ballard. It's about those kids. You know, Steve Jobs once said, the most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. Abraham Lincoln credited Harriet Stowe when she wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin. This powerful story inspired millions to rise up and fight against slavery. I think we can make Sound of Freedom the Uncle Tom's Cabin of 21st century slavery. This film was actually made 5 years ago and wasn't released till now, with every roadblock that you can imagine being tossed in the way. And the names you see here on the screen took a stand, and they made sure this story could be shown to all of you. And now all of you have the opportunity to continue telling this story. We don't have big studio money to market this movie, but we have you, and the baton has now been passed to you. You are the storytellers that can get people to come see this film in theaters. When you come to a theater, you experience movies differently. There is no pause button, there are no distractions. We all have an experience as we watch the film together as a community. It makes it possible for strong messages like this one to take root. Sound of Freedom is a hero's tale, but I'm not talking about the character I play. It's the heroic brother and sister in this film that work to save each other. They are the true heroes. The most powerful person in this world is the storyteller. Together, we have a chance to make these two kids and the countless children that they represent the most powerful people in the world by telling their story in a way only the cinema can do. For a couple of months, while Sound of Freedom is in theaters, these kids can be more powerful than the cartel kingpins or presidents or congressmen or even tech billionaires. We believe this movie has the power to be a huge step forward toward ending child trafficking, but it will only have that effect if millions of people see it. Now, I know it's weird because we're in a theater, but feel free to pull out your phones and scan this QR code. We don't want finances to be the reason someone doesn't see this movie, so Angel Studios boldly has set up a pay it forward program where you can pay for someone else's ticket who might not otherwise see it. If you're able, we invite you to pay it forward by buying a ticket for someone else, or if your budget is tight, share the already available free tickets with as many friends as you can, or do both. Join us and millions of others as we ring Sound of Freedom and hope throughout the world. And just remember this, God's children are not for sale. Thank you.
What's good, everyone? It's your boy Santo G, back at it. You already know, spreading unity, prosperity, and respect above all. So today, I just wanted to talk about these kids, man. And this movie, I showed you guys the clip of what happened as far as in this movie. the dad took the kids to a casting agency and then left them overnight. Red flag number one, I would never leave my kids anywhere overnight, you know what I'm saying? But okay, he left them there overnight, went the next day, and they was gone, you know? As a parent, I can't imagine, you know what I mean, going through this, you know what I'm saying? I can't imagine my kids going through this, and the sad part is that it's happening all over the world, you know what I'm saying? Every minute, every second, a child is taken away from their families, you know what I'm saying? And it could be anyone, you know what I'm saying? Just to share a similar situation when I was young, and the only thing that saved us was that our mentality level was higher than our age, you know what I'm saying? Because, and my primo, you know what I mean, Sammy the dad, you can attest to this, man. We were having a party, and my family, my tias, they still live in these apartment complex till this day. But we were having a party, and in like an apartment complex, two apartment complexes down, there was this older white dude, a straight creep, and he ended up getting like 3-4 kids out of the party to go into his apartment. And we just so happened to overhear one of the kids saying that some of the kids had went inside one of those buildings. So we go, and this dude already had them inside his apartment on the phone. Bullshit, you lying. If I'm lying, I'm dying, you know what I'm saying? He already was on the phone describing each and every kid that he had inside the room. And the reason I say this, because me and my cousin went in there playing stupid. Like, we didn't know no better, like the other kids that went in there, and his dumb ass was like, oh yeah, come in. And he was doing it in our faces type shit. He thought we were so stupid and we didn't comprehend. He was honestly on the phone in our faces, letting everyone know, or whoever he was on the phone with, our description. And ended up telling my uncle, ended up telling my older cousins. They told my uncles and all them. And they actually ended up taking old boy. That white dude, they ended up taking him, released him later on that same day. Then my uncle ran up on him. They ended up finding out that they had let him go and he was at the liquor store. So my uncle ran up, and he was about to get packed out, so the Huras just took him for the night, you know what I'm saying? But this was when I was like 12, probably even younger, you know what I'm saying? This was in like the early 2000s. So this is back then. I can only imagine now, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't want to talk about this, but I think we need to talk about it, and we need to raise awareness to this situation and to this problem, you know what I'm saying? Because it is a real deep problem, and in the end, you know what I mean, just do it for the kids, you know what I'm saying? Let's raise awareness to this movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it, man. Support them, so that way we could just keep raising awareness to this, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys tapping in and taking the time to watch this video, man. Unity, prosperity, and respect, man.